Ukrainian artist Olga Kamenetskaya is on a mission to give Barbies, Brats, and other dolls a one-of-a-kind realistic makeover. Olga's dolls end up looking so human, you have to do a double take to realize they're actually dolls. She hopes to counter the unrealistic concept of flawless beauty by modifying their faces and giving them lifelike features we can all relate to. So make sure you watch this video until the end to see how she works her magic. Olga Kamenetskaya spends a lot of time fixing the perfectly symmetrical beauty commonly found in Barbies and Monster High dolls, and the outcome is seriously unbelievable. But she's been transforming these mass-produced, overly made-up dolls for years. In the blink of an eye, the perfectly painted pink cheeks, stiff smile, and excessive eyeshadow vanishes like magic. Once Olga strips away all that fake paint, she starts the process of giving these dolls some realistic features. But the makeover isn't complete until she adds a few wrinkles, freckles, and even bushy facial hair. The end results are so realistic, you could swear these are real people. As a child, Olga loved playing with dolls, but eventually she grew out of it like most of us do. Then she was drawn back to the world of plastic by a Monster High Dolls commercial. The minute Olga laid eyes on these dolls, she knew she had to have them. She bought her first one, and then another one. And she kept going until her collection was massive. She was so obsessed with Monster High dolls that she spent a lot of time Googling photos of them online. Then she saw one that was truly unique. She looked like a high-definition render of a regular mass-produced doll. And after doing a little digging, she discovered it was a one-of-a-kind doll, OOAK for short. So she spent a year watching online tutorials and doing research in the process. Then she grabbed a brush and decided it was time to give it a try. She had mad skills when it came to adding details and flaws. She made them look so human, you almost believed you were looking at an actual person. It was as if her paintbrush was a magic wand, and she was a witch. With each stroke, she gave these generic dolls human-like features that were both realistic and terrifying. In fact, some people have found her work to be downright scary because of the level of realism she evokes. But the process isn't exactly a piece of cake. In fact, it takes lots of work. But how do you get rid of such generic perfection? Well, Olga starts by removing everything that makes these commercial dolls look so stiff and unrealistic. Once she has a blank canvas, she gives these dolls more realistic features by shaving off their jaw, reshaping their nose, and basically playing around with their bone structure. Olga may have started out by tweaking her Monster High dolls, but eventually she turned her hobby into a career, and now she has over 60,000 followers on Instagram alone who are dying to own one of her masterpieces. Popular dolls like Barbies and pretty much any doll you can think of will get the Olga treatment. With fine details, imperfections, realistic wigs, and body shapes, she adds an aura of personality to every doll she repaints. In the end, these dolls wind up looking a whole lot better after their realistic upgrade. This just proves that many of our flaws are the very things that make us unique and beautiful. But this wasn't a skill she picked up right off the bat. Olga started drawing with watercolor pencils, but it took her a few years before she perfected her skills. Eventually, she switched over to brushes and paints. Olga also moonlights as a makeup artist, so using actual makeup on her artwork isn't really much of a stretch for her. Of course, Olga is not about to divulge every single secret she has up her sleeve, but she does share a few tricks and tips on her Etsy shop. She uses Ever After High and Monster High dolls when she's working on a doll modification project, but she uses Barbie dolls as well. And what makes her stand out from other artists is that she always remembers to include features that add human characteristics to the dolls. The level of precision of the eyes, the brows, and the overall shape of the dolls' faces are beyond impressive. You can see that Olga's taken the time to give each of her modified dolls a brand new look, and in a way, she's managed to bring them to life with their unique flaws and features. It's safe to say that any of these dolls look 100 times better once they get Olga's natural treatment. Some of us might be too old to be playing with dolls, but she's making us reconsider. And most importantly, Olga's lifelike creations carry a very important message. Her modified dolls are stunningly beautiful thanks to their wrinkles, flaws, freckles, and uneven skin tones. That's something we don't often see in the market, and some believe this unrealistic portrayal of beauty on most commercial dolls directly affects people's self-image. Olga's clearly one talented artist, and while she probably thinks she can do better, we can't even imagine just how more real or beautiful her dolls can get. Do you think Olga's dolls should replace conventional toy store dolls? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to The Taco.